AVC. Just recent purchases video. As usual. We got a hell of a stack today. Due to Sound of Vinyl sale, it was a 30% off. I just kept buying records. Couldn't stop myself. So we got Holesfield Field. We just got a lot of shit. So let's get going, right? First up, we're going to do the hard one first. This is a Woodstock set. I swapped this out with Vinyl Please. Cost me 23 bucks. I think it's regular $2.80. So saved a couple dollars, right? Not something I would have got, but I'm pretty happy I did. This thing sounds amazing, and you really get an analog sound from these tracks. They sound just so good. I'm not going to read you the track list. I mean, this thing has a ton of songs. It's a 10-disc set. There's Woodstock. Wow. Tough to get an angle on this. Every set has a different color of tie-dye. This one is blue. Very cool, right? This was released through Cotillion Records. They worked through hundreds and hundreds of hours of recordings and audio. Yeah, this thing's fantastic. So, I'm pretty sure everyone missed their chance to do this. It wasn't on the swaps this month, and they still have some left. But that ship may have sailed. I think that ship sailed. All right, moving on. That wasn't even first. That was just getting it out of the way. I go in order of when I got them. So, first up we have The Fragile. This is 9 Inch Nails. Well, this is second up. 9 Inch Nails, let's see, 1, 2, 3, fourth studio album. I'm not including singles or remixes. He always released a lot of material. This is on 3 discs. It's over an hour long. This was like his magnum opus. Freaking amazing. I've always loved this record. The Wretched. Great song from this. I don't even know where I'm going to put all this shit. We are moving along. Taylor Swift. You might have saw this on my Vinyl Tag video. This came on green and then pink vinyl. Let's see if I can make that happen quick enough. Amazing pop record. Phenomenal songwriting. This thing is infectious. It is really good. If I wanted to not like it, it'd be difficult. But she won me over with the Netflix documentary, and I realized there was a lot more to her than most of us thought, and she's an awesome person. So, moving on. Boom. Holefield. Field. Can I not say that? Didn't sound normal in my own ears? Filled. There we go. I'm going to fuck it up again. This is on black. No, it's not. It's not. I'm sorry. This was the Target exclusive on silver vinyl. I just did not have this yet. And now I do. I tried to get Bleach. Zia Records released a Bleach exclusive, and the site crashed when they released it. It was so hard to get, and it was gone in less than 10 minutes. And then people were flipping them for a couple $100. People were flipping them the bottom online too. You could tell they were using the pictures that other people had posted. So that was cool. That made me super happy. I was happy about that. Here we go. This is Billie Eilish, Don't Smile at Me. Like the last Billie Eilish, I actually bought this for my daughter. This is her first record. It's on red wax. Wow. Pretty vibrant. This has a single called Ocean Eyes, which you might have heard on High Maintenance or probably somewhere else. Stooges. This is the John Cale mix. This was the original recording of the album that the studio, the record label shelved. They didn't like it. Said, get the fuck out of here. We don't want that shit. This thing is raw. This thing is raw. I know a lot of people were excited to get this. A lot of people signed back up to Vinyl Me Please for this. Let's see if I can get it out. This is on a dark red marbled, maybe red and black swirl. I don't know what you call it. Ooh, that's pretty. I Want to Be Your Dog on this sounds amazing. This, if you don't have this and you have a way to listen to the John Cale mix, I would. It's a much rawer record. Remind me a lot of the In Utero fiasco with Albini, and holy fuck. All because I wanted to get a hair off it. I almost dropped it. Albini did the original recording for In Utero, and Geffen shelved it. And it is a superior press, in my opinion. It sounds amazing. It's labeled the 2013 mix, if you get a chance. Next up, another Grail, Hold the Fill. I have been wanting this for a long time. Soundtrack of one of my favorite movies. It's definitely in the top 5, probably the top 3, most likely the top 1 or 2. Boom. Natural Born Killers. This soundtrack was produced by 9 Inch Nails, or put together by 9 Inch Nails, Trent Reznor, I mean. Worked very closely with Oliver Stone, and to bring us this amazing soundtrack. It has Waiting for the Miracle by Leonard Cohen, Shitless by L7, Rock and Roll by Patti Smith. Dun dun dun. It's got Cowboy Junkies, Bob Dylan, Burn by 9 Inch Nails. Pretty sure this is the only place to get that. Patsy Cline, Peter Gabriel, Jane's Addiction, more 9 Inch Nails, Dr. Dre, The Dog Pound. It's got a song by Juliette Lewis that she's actually singing in the movie. More Leonard Cohen, and more 9 Inch Nails. I've just been wanting this thing forever, and I wasn't going to be satisfied with the black vinyl, so of course I got the green vinyl. Oh, damn. I pulled out the wrong one. But, so I got this and I opened it, and the first thing I see is something on the record. It looked like a sticker. Unfortunately, it was not a sticker. It was a piece of label that had gotten pressed into the record. And not just in the record, so it didn't make a difference. It was half in, half out. So I couldn't take it off, but it definitely made a difference. It makes a song skip. So I have to send this puppy back. And I got this from Red Yeti Records. They were cool about it. I wasn't really happy about having to go to the post office to get the record I paid for in working condition, but such is the way the world works. And I'll be sending this out tomorrow, and then I'll probably take 2 or 3 weeks before I get it back. So that's a bummer. This was pressed on Music on Vinyl. This is their At the Movies edition, which is their soundtracks. Phenomenal soundtrack. Can't be beat. If it can, it's by The Crow. those are definitely the top two soundtracks in my opinion. Next up, an artist I just became familiar with, and I am just falling in love with her. Amazing, amazing pop music that the subject matter is perfect, and it is a phenomenal record. She is an amazing musician, amazing guitarist. Man, just freaking awesome all day long. This is St. Vincent. This is Mass Seduction. If you haven't heard this record, please do. It's amazing. She's been called the female Prince, and yeah, I can get behind that. She is absolutely our female Prince. That's on pink vinyl. I got this direct from the artist site. I was going to get the Vinyl Me Please pressing, but they were sold out. Vinyl Me Please had a flash sale this last week, so I hope y'all got a piece of that. Okay, another hole. 9 Inch Nails, Pretty Hate Machine. This rounds out the 9 Inch Nails I need. With Teeth was the album after The Fragile, eventually. And I wasn't a big fan of that album. And I am not actually all too familiar with everything after that. A lot of it, though, I don't know. I haven't liked a lot of what I've heard. And he does some great work on soundtracks. I always loved hearing like the stuff off the Downward Spiral and the Closer to God EP. I loved hearing that, like in Seven, the movie Seven, and it was in a few other movies. And him and Atticus did the soundtrack for Bird Box, Watchmen. They're doing a lot of soundtrack stuff right now, and it's cool. I'm not so into like the more ambient and I'm like emotional. Like I like music with lyrics a lot more than not, and great for mood and tone. It's just not where I get my enjoyment out of. This is the 2010 remaster, I believe. What made this album the one for me to get was its inclusion of Get Down, Make Love, which was only available on the Sin single. Sin is a single off this album, and it was the B-side off of that. And I was about to buy it. I was about to order that single, but then I realized this had Get Down, Make Love on it. So amazing, amazing piece of industrial. Trent really broke down a lot of doors and did a lot of great shit in the 90s. He had a horrible time with this label. And his next record, Broken, a lot of that deals with the emotions and shit he felt towards the label, TBT Records. So, yeah. All right. Another hole to fill. This is Rage Against the Machine. This is their self-titled record. This is the record that started it all. The record that set me on my course, that enlisted me in the dun dun dun, can't think of the word I want. This is the record that really fired me up. Really helped me find my way in what I thought and what I felt, put words to it, and this album is very straightforward. It's very straightforward. It's not hard to understand what is going on lyrically on this album. Amazing. Rage was a really amazing band to come together with their rap sensibilities and rock sensibilities and funk sensibilities. 20th anniversary press. Great album. Sounds fantastic. Custom label. Yeah, so this one sounds really good. I'm just plowing through these because I didn't want to have a 40-minute video. I'm kind of tired of those. I could talk about 20 minutes for 40 minutes, or 20 records for 40 minutes, or I could talk about 5 records for 40 minutes. Okay, next up, another record I got from my daughter. This is Melanie Martinez, K through 12. I haven't even listened to this yet, so they were away for the weekend after these came in. This is on pink vinyl. And I do want to show you something pretty cool with this particular record. Oh, there we go. Whoa! Yep, it's a pop-up. I'd never seen that before on a record. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, man, don't do this to me. There we go. We got it. Next up, not really a whole because I had one pressing of this already, but I did want to get this pressing, and I wish I'd acted on it sooner and gotten the colored version when it was released. This was probably 6 months ago or so. This is Nirvana Unplugged in New York. This is the 25th anniversary on 2 LPs rather than just the one. This thing is nice. It's got like foil engraving where the silver is all over this record. It's you can feel it, you know. The second disc, the B-side, has some rehearsals on it to fill that second disc, and this pressing sounds really, really good. I had the Palace pressing, or I have the Palace pressing, and that thing sounds great, but this sounds even better. And last up, we have My Chemical Romance, Black Parade. I love this album. I think it's fucking great. It's like on a big scale. This album brought the comparison to Pink Floyd, and but this is actually for my other daughter. So, yep, MCR, Black Parade. There we go. All right, so 13 down. That's it. That's it. Hopefully I got through those in less than 15 minutes. I think I did. I got pretty much all my Bowies in, and there's one I'm still waiting on, but I think there was a factory issue, a problem at the factory. It's a compilation album, The Many Faces of Bowie, and for some reason it's getting delayed. So I've got the Bowies. I need to make that video, and we'll be doing that on Wednesday, I think. So tune in next time, and I'll see you guys later. Merrick out.